nagbabalik tayo sa San Andres Sports Coliseum dito sa City of Manila, where we bring you the second game of 3 here in the MPBL. Your Abra Weavers looking to get their third straight victory after losing to San Juan Knights, but slowly but surely they are regaining back their confidence. They'll be going up against Sarangani, who is 1-6 here in our season, but Lars Sunga and the rest of the squad wanting to change things and be able to surprise their opponents. The Abra Solid North Weavers versus Sarangani right now. It's gonna be an exciting second game for all of us. Juanito Gregorio with Coach Mike Perez. Coach, let's talk about Sarangani. They're gonna be going up against a strong team. What do they have to do to surprise Abra?
Well, everything that it takes for them to win, because you drop your last 5 games and you're going up a very strong Abra Weavers who have won their last 2. And napakahalaga, you gotta do everything right now if you're going up against the Abra Weavers.
Sabi nga ni Coach John Caños kanina, he needs a lot of good luck
Yeah.
for him to be able to surprise. But we also want to say hi to all of our viewers right now on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tap Sports, and on Solar Sports. Coach, pag-usapan muna natin itong huling game ng Abra. This was a victory that was just an easy game for your Abra Solid North Weavers. You look at the numbers right here, Coach Mike. This is just a strong team who's just out there to win it all.
Oh, complete domination actually for the Abra Weavers. It was historic, no? 68% field goal shooting. How about that? And they really pretty much executed well in transition. That was a plus 26 on the fast break, and they also took care of business inside the paint, getting 62 more points inside the paint.
You just look at the pure domination.
Yeah.
Baka nga kung may next level ba, yun pa yung gamitin natin na salita. But everything just going the side of Abra, 130-75. The offensive outburst, one of the guys that we'll be talking about later on is Jake Figueroa. Pero pag-usapan muna natin itong Sarangani. A battle down south, it's Sarangani versus Cebu. We thought that Sarangani was gonna play better, but Cebu just able to have that terrific offensive ball game.
Actually, ang dami nilang biyahe sa free throw line. Pero yung failure ng recovery sa depensa, that's what really did them in. At saka yung inability to close out possessions the correct way. You gave up 101 attempts to Cebu in that game. And while you shot 44% from the field, still it's not enough because mas maraming attempts ang binigay para dun sa Cebu. And again, if you're going up against a very strong team today, against the Abra Weavers, you gotta do better, especially on the defensive end.
Well, Abra is not just a strong team.
Oh, yeah.
A lot has to be done by Sarangani for them to be able to challenge it out. Pero huwag natin antay pa, let's turn you over to Richard Campos.
Good evening and welcome to the second game here at San Andres Sports Complex. Abra versus Sarangani live on Solar Sports, Tap Sports YouTube channel, and on Facebook. The 2026 MANNY PACQUIAO'S MPBL Season 8. Here are the starters. Let's begin with the MPBL defending champions, Abra Solid North Weavers. Playing center number 88, Drex De Los Reyes. Forward number 24, the mighty Bakunawa, John Uduba. Forward number 20, Jake Figueroa. At guard number 11, Cassius Small Martin. Also at guard number 8, Mike the Clay Ayonayon. Their head coach is the MPBL Season 7 Coach of the Year, Yong Garcia. Assistant coaches, Dani Pundulan, Denok Miranda, Wagi Garcia, Don Uro, and Jerry Andalion. Assistant team manager, Welo Nibaden. Team manager, Chris Conway. Team owners, Congresswoman Jing Bernos, Congressman JB Bernos, Mayor Nina Bernos, Mayor Jaja Bernos, Mayor Billy Donato, Mayor Glenn Duarte, Mayor Byron Beronia, and Mayor Irad Bakuli. Starting 5 for Sarangani, 10 Ak. At guard number 9, Leyland Estacio. Forward number 12, Mix Pascual. At guard number 18, Alex Desoyo. Playing center number 22, Chadi Rangel. And at forward number 52, from Pandacan, Manila, Lars Sunga. They are led by Master JK John Calios, assisted by Gilbert Cole, Joshua Inocentes, Jock Labrador, and Jeff Cleopas. The team manager is architect Andrew Bellarmino. Team executives Charles Tan and JP Digno. Referees Gurus Bongi Marcrucci, Alan Manzano.
Starting five brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Your Abra Solid North Weavers will be starting with Ayon Ayon, Small Martin, Drex de los Reyes, John Aduba, and John Figueroa. While on the other end, Sarangani will be starting with Desoyo, Estacio, Rangel, Pascual, and Sunga. Our referees of the game, Alan Manzano, Maynard Centeno, Philbert Tugab, and Brian Ramirez. Bringing the second game of 3 here at the San Andres Sports Complex, where we bring you the Abra Solid North Weavers going up against Sarangani. The first possession goes to Abra right away. Duba, ikot dito kay Jake. Mike Ayon goes up, and that's strong. Drex de los Reyes gets the first two of the ball game.
Well, immediately nararamdaman mo yung bigat ng dala pagdating sa paint game dito sa Abra Weavers. You know, with 4 wins and 1 loss, roughly an 80% winning percentage, averaging roughly about 95 points per game while holding opponents only to 73. You know, it's always going to be tough when you go up against the Abra Weavers.
Let's see if the game plan for Master JK will be enough for them to be able to challenge it out. First shot for Chad Rangel will be a miss. Mike goes to Jake. Pinoy step. Balik sila sa labas. Zone will be played by Sarangani. Cassius, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mike Ayon for the 3 straight line. And in for Mike Ayon.
I believe si Mike Ayon parang 4 straight games already that he started for dito sa Abra Weavers, and only because nakukuha niya kagad yung magandang rhythm to start the game, unlike when he comes off the bench. Pero kinakapapa niya, it takes him some time to score.
Especially right now that Nico Elorde will not be playing. I was talking to Nico Elorde at the back. He's saying his hamstring is still a little sore, so they're not gonna rush him today. He will be resting.
And I feel it's very important for the Abra Weavers to get off to another win streak after that, of course, loss against the San Juan Knights. I'm sure that they're past that. They're moving forward. But guys like, you know, Cash is really helping out the cause of the Abra Weavers.
Right now, I'm not seeing Tucker Molina as well in uniform, so might be going with Cassius Small Martin with more minutes.
Yeah, Small Martin has actually become a regular starter para dito sa sa Abra Weavers. 3 games he's played, 3 games he started, 19.6 minutes per game, and roughly about 11 points per game. And you like that contribution from one of your new guys this season.
On the side of Sarangani, they have not scored in the first 1.5 minutes of the ball game. Mix Pascual. Dito kay Station. Taps it out to Sunga. Alex Desoyo on the jumper. Could not get it to go. Second chance for Chadi Rangel.
And Chadi Rangel really just stayed home habang paikot yung rotation ng depensa ng dalawang bigs in John Aduba and Drex, leaving Mike Ayon to be the only guy to defend against the shot of the big man in Chadi.
Cassius. That ball will go out. It's going to be turnover para sa Abra.
Well, this missed shot recovered, and right there, naiwan lang si Chadi Rangel. Behind him was Mike Ayon.
Bola, papalig dito sa Sarangani. Chadi hands it off. Mix Pascual. Cannot see an opening, but the ball will stay with them with 4.9 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Again, you have to contend sa depensa itong Abra Weavers. They are not gonna give you an easy look.
Lars, one-on-one. Fader para kay Lars. It's short. Rebounded by John Aduba.
This is Jake's first time, ano?
No, second.
Second.
He got the player of the game honors right away.
All right.
In his first game. Drex down low against 2 red shirts, but if you're too long, too strong, it's gonna be too easy for Drex de los Reyes.
Drex de los Reyes, as dominant as he is for the most part para dito sa Abra Weavers, he definitely has more upside. There's still more work to be done by Drex, and the good thing is that he just keeps on learning from the other guys that have come before him.
On the other end, Chadi Rangel with a miss. Ayon na ayon, bigay kay Jake. Goes cross, Cassius. It's gonna be too long. Rebound by Leland Estacio. Takbo si Leland. In and out, behind the back. Spin.
Oh, that.
Cannot go anywhere.
That was tough.
14 seconds, still a lot of time for Sarangani to execute. Two-man game not available. Sunga on the outside. Sunga gets the three.
Well, he should get that three because yun lang ang inaalaw ng nitong Abra Weavers for them to take.
9-5 early on here in the ball game. Drex down low. Kick out pass to Mike Ayon. Cannot get the three. Drex couldn't get in control. The ball will go to Sarangani.
So far, very similar to the first game, where it was a very low shooting. See this shot right here by Lars Sunga.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Ganun din, mababa rin ang field goal shooting to start. Oh, my.
Right in front of the Sarangani bench. Everybody already reacting. At natawa na lang din ang bench ng Abra because they do know that it is a travel.
Oo. Minsan kailangan i-admit mo rin
Na-excite siya Parang nakita niya na meron na siyang espasyo but just couldn't get it to go.
At saka gano'n naman talaga ang basketball. Chase for open space yan So pag nakita mo talagang gusto mo ng dinan
Maybe a travel on Mike Ayon. Balik tayo din sa Sarangani. Lars drives hard, fakes. Oh my! That's a block up top coming from Drex de los Reyes.
That was coming off a help.
Jake on the second chance.
He had that ball on his hands and before it went to the board, It's impressive block.
You gotta watch that. And actually the bench of Sarangani is asking for a goaltend. This was the shot. Ooh, very close.
Very close.
Very close.
That was almost on the descent na, Oh, very close. Yeah, I agree.
Jake on the free throw gets his first points the ball game. Congressman J.B. Bernos in attendance today's ball game.
And always traveling with his team, making sure na nakasuporta.
Abra with 6-point lead. Manny paid the digital wallet built for the community. Five minutes remaining here first quarter. Lars Suma down low.
Nice
Hands it
movement.
off. Grenade action. Cannot work. Chadi, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Chadi forces his way. It's going to be a turnover. Rebounded by John Aduba. Sorry, stolen by John Aduba. Cassius, balik. Ball is loose. The ball goes to Sarangani, but Cassius with the hustle. 5 versus 4. Jake Figueroa. It's not drive against Leland Estacio. Mike Ayon asks for a screen. He'll cross. Extra pass to Jake Figueroa on the corner. Couldn't get it. Drex keeps the ball alive. Third opportunity. John Uduba gets the two.
There's too much size inside the paint. They did get to those, sprays on the other side. Moving that ball, initiated by that wing screen. Provided Mike Ayon, and everything just falling right there.
And that forces Coach JK to bring in a little length in King Destacamento, who is on the substitution table. Mintes para kay Chadi. Mike sees that there are 5 red shirts. Cassius down low. Cross court. Ayon, balik kay Cassius. Everybody getting a touch of the basketball, and Jake Figueroa able to finish.
And they waited for that right moment of attack. Not forcing it, just finding the guy that's got the better look amongst all of them. Ball went side to side, found that corner over to Jake. Boy, that strong finish and that glide. It's perfectly executed by the Abra Weavers.
That basket of Jake Figueroa will get the first double-digit lead of the ball game, 15-5 in favor of the Solid North Beavers.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Coach Sean Garcia is demanding more from his unit dahil wala pa nga sina Dave, Fenner, Elorde, and Raven due to their respective injuries. And ang sabi niya, this is their chance and they have to respect their minutes, which clearly they've been doing. He remains relentless with immediate corrections, constantly addressing individual tendencies and the smallest details. And honestly, this is what makes Abra even scarier after losing that streak, because now you're looking at a wounded but deeper squad fueled by perfectionism, urgency, and players hungry to prove they deserve every second on that floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Lyra. Coach, a lot of names not available para sa Abra. Tucker Molina, Nico Elorde, Raven Gonzalez.
Yeah.
But, parang hindi naman humina itong Abra Weavers.
Totoo naman. And really it's the depth of that roster for the Abra Weavers that they're trying to build on, as Brian Lacop knocks down that corner 3 for Sarangani. And that really is just telling their guys na, you know, next man up tayo. Regardless who's available and who's not, everybody's gotta be ready to perform whenever needed, because realization rin nila yan, especially when they went up against San Juan.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to player. Visit www.sportsplus.ph. A 6-0 run by Sarangani cuts this lead down to 4. Ayon gives it to Uduba. There has still been no substitution on the side of Abra. Ito na, Sirano and Sean Aldefonso on the substitution table. Lacap goes down low. A lot of time, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Desoyo thought that he was fouled from behind by Mike Ayon. Cassius able to finish.
Well, Mix Pascual came in late. Cassius had that inside lane. Caught it in left-hand finish.
17-11, favor of the Solid North Beavers. Pascual, punta dito, haba. Itong si Drex. One-on-one, Cassius able to finish against Higgs.
Too athletic. For Small Martin, too easy.
Coach, I just want to talk about Small Martin a little bit. Do you see him more? Because they've tried him as a point. They've tried him as a team. Moving forward, going up against the bigger opponents. As we see this last week of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Where do you see him? What position do you see him most comfortable at talagang makakapag-provide siya ng numero?
I think coming off the wings. I feel in the games that he's played, in the 3 games that he's played, he's roughly averaged 11.3 points per game. Got very good usage. He's very solid in terms of shooting. Roughly about 55% effective field goal shot makes. And you know, he also gets to the line a lot. And so if he attacks the paint, keep going, he will get there.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Ako kung ganun ang profile ng player ko, alam mo na scorer yan. No? Lalo na kung nakakapunta siya kagad sa paint, he gets fouled a lot, and you know the respect that they give his ability to score inside the paint.
King de Sacramento, who played for the Abra Solid North Weavers during the preseason. Gives it up to CJ Tan off the corner. That's going to be the 3rd triple of Sarangani here in the ballgame.
And the only reason why I'm saying that Small Martin is really better off on the wing, because you have a lot of point guards na rin dito sa Abra Weavers.
Rano, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it up to Wilkinley. Extra pass to Sean. 1 second. He is fouled. And he gets the basket and one. Sean Ildefonso with a strong attack.
Can you imagine if the Abra Weavers decide to go on a 3-guard rotation involving Sean, Small Martin, Jake Figueroa, they still have a good combo.
The game's brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Sean gets his first basket of the ball game, though strong on the free throw.
And we have not even mentioned other guys like Tucker Molina, Encho Serrano. Those guys can also contribute on the wing.
DJ Fenner, David Defonso.
Agree. Ang lalim eh.
Lalim. kanina. Even Wilkin Lee has been playing good. CJ Tan cannot go back-to-back. Batino cannot get the rebound. Ball ends up with Encho Serrano. He decides to go for the last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds remaining. Encho, one-on-one against Charles Caliano. Asks for a screen coming from Batino. Caliano smartly fouls. That's gonna be team foul number 4 against Sarangani. Wala pa sa penalty. Itong Sarangani. Serrano on the corner. Short. Rebounded by Lakap. Full court. Off to the left. But a good line for Brian Lakap. But coach, this was already 15-5. That back-to-back triples galing dito sa Sarangani. A 3 triples keeping them alive here in the first quarter.
Oh, totoo. It's the triples that is actually keeping them in the game because everything, all the shots of the Abra Weavers bunched inside the paint because of, you know, there's Delos Reyes, John Oduba, outside sniping of Mike Ion. And you got to do something about paint defense because if you don't, you know, it's going to be trouble later on in the quarters.
12 of the 14 points of Sarangani coming from the outside, but they're still down by 7 against Abra.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Yeah, napakalaking bagay nung 4 na 3-pointers na yun para sa Sarangani. Isa lang actually na i-basket nila sa loob ng paint as opposed to dito sa Abra, who had a ton of them. 14 points in the paints versus only 2. And that, to me, has been the difference.
There's something rare. We don't really see Ryan Batino and Drex De Los Reyes inside the court a lot of times together. But Coach Yong will be trying something new para sa Abra. Anyone of 14.
And Coach JK, or Master JK as they call it, and really has to dig so deep in his roster. And even personally, yung mga players, no, the compete side has to be in there for this game.
Sean Alfonso gets the triple with the celebration of Sean Alfonso. 5 points in the ball game para kay Sean.
Second made 3 so far.
Nag-usap kami yan last game eh. Sabi niya, pag di na ako nakakashoot, tatanggalin ko na tong arm sleeve ko. But mukhang nakakashoot eh. So mukhang tatagal-tagal pa itong arm sleeve ni Sean. Marilao answers with a triple of his own.
And then Marilao, much as you talk about him, really primarily on fast breaks and paint action, you know, it's a welcome development that he makes those shots.
For the 17. Sean, can he get another one? It's too long for Sean. Balik ang bola dito sa Abra. Fresh 14. Wilkin Lee. His time. Gets the triple. It's Wilkin Lee.
Now, a variety of ways they're scoring. No? Kanina first quarter, 14 points inside the paint. Ngayon naman, puro sa labas ang basket.
Coach, we talk about a lot of players, big names, but Wilkin Lee has been a surprise para dito sa Abra. He provides quality minutes and he's getting good numbers as we see that 3 coming from Brian Lakap. Coach, talk about the numbers that Wilkin Lee is providing during the season.
Well, Wilkin Lee, over the years, in my opinion, has really gotten better every step of the way. He is never afraid of that moment, and he just keeps, you know, getting good numbers for their team.
Check the statistics of Wilkin Lee, the homegrown. This was the triple coming from the assist ni Encho Serrano. Wilkin Lee averaging close to 4 points a ball game and close to 3 rebounds. and getting it in 10 minutes of play. Quality minutes always coming from Wilkin. Here he is again. Medyo malakas lang para kay Wilkin.
Tsaka hindi takot eh.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the most important. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
At saka yan ang bit-bit niya ever since year one. Yan talaga yung bit-bit niya. Very few minutes, but he just kept going in there and kept performing, and shots are falling.
Talk about performing. 2 triples already in the second quarter para dito kay Wilkin Lee. Assist para naman kay Sean Aldefonso. Leland Destas, now the basketball. 10 seconds. Leland, that slow attack is blocked from behind by Ryan Batino.
Well, a good move right there by Stasio, but ganda rin ang depensa doon ni Batino. That's one more pass.
Wing pass coming from Sean Aldefonso. You always love that, coach, no?
Yeah.
Yung bukas ka na sa wing,
Yeah,
but you give it up to the corner. As a coach, that's just beauty to the eyes.
correct. And alam mo, dati wala namang ganyan masyadong activity. Ngayon, meron na. Matter of fact, there is also a defense that they've named the defense for that. It's called bracketing. When you see that ball getting reversed from one side, you expect there's going to be a cornered pass. And there's a guy that comes back to cover that passing lane of that pass to the corner. And that term really, if I recall correctly, came up because of a certain zone ploy that's called a tandem zone by Joey Gallio of Merrimack College from I think 2-3 years back. So other teams are right now, you see them when they stunt to that wing, they immediately go back and anticipate the pass to the corner.
Warning is called. Warning is called on Danny Marilao for unsportsmanlike behavior. So, pinahinga muna ni Master JK itong si Danny Marilao. Leland Stasio uses destacamento. 1 second on the shot clock. Hits the ring but doesn't go in. Wilkin Lee running. Wilkin is fouled and 2 free throws para kay Wilkin Lee.
Minsan parang understatement na nga kay Wilkin Lee yung tapang. He really is, he has never avoided the spotlight. The first time that I saw him play, I think if I recall correctly, unang minutes niya was in Caloocan when he played. The crowd there that was supporting the Abra Weavers really gave him all that love in that game.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. That is gonna be point number 7 para dito sa homegrown na si Wilkin Lee, leading the way para sa Abra Weavers. Goes 1 out of 2.
One other homegrown na feeling ko eventually pag nabigyan ng pagkakataon magpe-perform din. I feel Brian Yu.
That's right.
He's a good guy too.
Lock up on the other end, catch and shoot, too long. Rebounded by Wilkin Lee. Serrano attacks, bumps. Can't get the finish essential, but he will troop to the line for 2.
And those are, very automatic for a Encho Serrano. Drive downhill, especially out in the open. He's always going to anticipate that bump, and if he feels that, he knows how to finish.
Gets the first free throw, Encho Serrano. Congressman JB Bernos on your screens there. 2 for 2 para dito kay Encho Serrano. Better scoring quarter para dito sa Abra. First 3.5 minutes, they've already had 13 points. Lawrence Lane. Desoyo looking for a friend, decelerates. Kick out, turnover. Encho decelerates as well. But Encho Serrano on the other end, it's successful getting the bucket.
And then you have him leading the break on the other end. He just knows how to fabricate shots and finishes.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Encho Serrano getting that deceleration to a reverse layup, but more importantly, to extend the lead up to 15 here in the second quarter.
ay nakatutok pa rin sa MPBL. It's been a real test of grit for Sarangani. Coach John Callos is demanding his squad to show up fully, especially now that they're heavily undermanned. Already battling through ongoing struggles, wala rin ngayon sina Ivan Ludovice and Carlo Escalambre after feeling under the weather. Kaya ang challenge niya, next man up, no excuses, full effort, because it's about who's willing to keep fighting despite what's missing. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Lyra. Actually, Coach, we talk about fighting. They played a better second part of the first quarter, itong Sarangani. Pero dito, medyo umalagwa na itong Abra.
Oh, only because the other guys that have come off the bench have really provided that needed support. The guys, ang kagandahan naman, if you're Sarangani, hindi naman lang lumalayo yung support na nakukuha mo rin sa kanila.
Earlier, the Quezon Huskers was able to get a victory against Iloilo 87-50. And then later on in our main game, kung malapit kayo, bisita na kayo dito sa San Andres Sports Complex. It's gonna be Imos versus Pasig. So, tatlong laro tayo dito sa MPBL.
Yeah, that has to be a good one, that last game.
Go back here, Enzo Serrano fouling Alex De Soyo off the back.
And if you're watching the defense of the Abra Weavers, that drive left side para kay Alex De Soyo, kita mo yung yung discipline sa disiplina sa depensa. Sean Ildefonso was there. He just stunted and trusted that Encho Serrano is going to be able to finish the defensive stop. Pero sobrang crafty rin lang yung ginawang finish na ni Alex De Soyo.
De Soyo getting the first free throw of 2, hitting 2 of 2. It's Alex De Soyo. Offensively, it's not that bad. That's going to be point number 8 para sa Sarangani here in the quarter. But it's a little bit of a struggle defensively because Abra has already scored 14 here in the second quarter. Wilkin Lee kicks it out on the corner kay Enzo Serrano. It's short for Enzo. Rebounded by King. It's a ball on the floor. Bigay muna dito kay Alex De Soyo. Labas kay Lars. Pasquales did not get the 3. Rebounded by Enzo Serrano with a one hand.
Nice pass.
Tuba with the early possession, getting that easy lay-in.
Yeah, got that early quick seal against that makes Pascual, no? Clearly an advantage for them.
Like mo na dito sa Sarangani. Suma. Gives it up to De Soyo. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Matino accidentally pushes Alex De Soyo.
If you're Sarangani and you're Alex De Soyo, importante doon he kept his dribble alive.
Balik muna tayo dito. That amazing rebound to this fast break, to the steal. This play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And yung depensa na humabol pa si Mix Pascual doon, talagang sinubukan tumulong pero the timing of that pass was just perfect from Encho over to John.
Lakap from downtown. Lakap gets his second triple of the ball game.
Well, Lakap's playing a good game here.
Nine points for Carl Brian Lakap. Rex against Chadi. Goes for the hook shot, will be fouled by Lars Suma.
Dex De Los Reyes definitely ang dami mong kailangan i-cover sa kanya because he runs up and down, is very active even the half-court set, and you have to be mindful where he is.
And he can also pass that ball off the post. That's something he has continued to work on, Coach Mike.
Correct.
Averaging close to 1 assist a ball game, but there are games where he's gotten more, and he shows his prowess. And let's remember, Drex is only 23 years of age. Manny paid the digital wallet built in the community. So the growth in his career is just so much more, Coach Mike.
And based on his numbers, his profile really shows that he's one of those guys that you're going to need to score in a game. He gets involved a lot on the offensive side. His shooting's pretty okay. Matter of fact, very impressive at 50%. And he gets to the line a lot. Almost half of his points have really, or his shot attempts have really come from the paint.
On the other end though, Mix Pascual able to answer. Cassius Goes corner.
Nice one.
Ayon. Just too long. Rebounded by Cassius. Fresh 14. Mas pa rin sila kay Mike Ayon. Stops, pops, drops. For Mike Ayon.
You know what makes Abra tough? Just like the San Juan Knights. In today's basketball, there's actually 4 stat lines that you look at. How good are you at shooting the ball? How much of the available offensive rebound are you securing? Are you turning over the ball so much? And are you getting to the line? And all those 4 stats, they're hitting them. Especially on that last offensive set. Nakita mo, mintis, rebound, open shot, basket. They never turned that ball over. Extended that possession and made it count.
It's one thing that you're already talented. It's one thing that you have the size. But for everybody to continue to put in the effort, yun ang nakakatakot.
Yeah.
Para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers.
O yung, alam mo yung never satisfied. There's understanding there's always that next level. Especially the expectation for the Abra Weavers having to defend this crown this season. Daming teams na nagpalakas because of them. And they know that there is going to be, you know, a different level of competition this season as they try to defend.
Right now, they have a 12-point lead. Rex kind of stretched the floor. Cannot get the 3. Rebounded by Pascual. 3 versus 2. Corner. Lock up. Drives the ball. Floater. Can't get it in. Rebounded by Drex.
Good control by Drex.
Mike. Okay, dito kay Jake. Does not force the issue. Steps back. Jumper is long. Lock up. Sprints for the basketball. Pero si Jake ang makakuha and he is gonna get pushed by Alex De Soyo.
But this is exactly my point, no? They miss a shot, they scramble for the offensive rebound, they don't turn the ball over, they recover it, they get fouled. And that's been the theme really for the Abra Weavers. There is just so much effort on their end.
Palitao si Coach JK. Balik dito si CJ Tan. They are in penalty, so this will be 2 free throws for Jake Figueroa. Coach, talk about the last game. We thought that it was gonna be a surprise because it's the first game. Baka konti yung minuto, but already a double-double for Jake Figueroa in his first game in the MPBL.
And really just, in my opinion, meeting expectations para dito kay Jake. Understand how he plays. Matter of fact, yung 14 points niya in that game and highly involved on the offensive end, considering na unang laro pa lang niya, alam mong may pwesto siya sa buong plano para dito sa Abra Weavers.
So he misses 2 free throws right there. Cross court to Suma. Gets the triple is Lars Suma.
And Suma did have that one more on the corner pass, pero he decides, no, I'm gonna take it.
Lars Suma in the ball game with point number 6 with that triple. 2 3-pointers already. 2-man game goes in for John Anuba.
One of the really good ones in a 2-man action. Only because he moves a lot. He understands downhill options. That's why he's getting involved.
Dami na natin na pag-usapan ng pangalan, Coach. But John Anuba, 6 points and 7 rebounds in the ball game. We haven't even noticed those kinds of numbers for John Aduba here in the ball game. CJ Tan, quick to answer on the other end.
CJ Tan making the most of his minutes. He's got 5 so far on a 2 of 3 shooting from the field for Sarangani.
Mike, wow, a gifted scorer, Mike Ayon.
No question. No question about that. The only thing, part of his game that he has to work on now, he's got to strike a balance with his assists and turnovers, because his assist turnovers medyo mababa. But you know that's very workable for Mike Ayon.
Here he is though, driving the basketball, goes forward to Cassius. Too long for Cassius. Jake with a rebound. Deep down low, Jake Figueroa using some magic and some English. Gets the basket and one.
Ang galing mo na, natatapat ka pa. Yung trabaho sa offensive rebound, konting shot fake, dalawa yung bumantay. Hindi alam ni Lars Suma kung saan nanggaling yung atake ni Jake, pero again, just the craftsmanship of Jake Figueroa.
That shot was so high that the cameraman was not even able to see the basketball yet. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're lucky. Jake Figueroa, today you're both.
Yeah.
And he gets the basket and one.
I agree.
Free throw story right here. 9 out of 13 for Abra. Make that 9 out of 14. meron palang weakness tong si Jake Figueroa. Has missed the last 3 free throws.
Yun ang kailangan trabahuin if that's the case for Jake.
Cassius getting the steal right there. Gives it up to Alfred. Ryan Batino. Turnover para kay Alfred.
Yeah, tama mo. Looks like yung free throw kasi pang ilang trip pa lang ni Jake. He only had 1 attempt from the last game, and so might be something that other teams would work on.
Quick release. Too long for Mix Pascual. CJ keeps it alive. Disoyo gives it to Chadi. Almost a travel for Chadi Rangel. Mike drives. That's right in front of the referee. Couldn't get in control of the basketball. That's going to be a traveling violation, and Mike Ayon.
Alam mo, humihingi ng challenge si Mike Ayon, but he might have a case kasi natapik yung bola, nag-stick dun sa dibdib na hindi naman niya hinawakan eh.
Although, hindi pinansin.
Hindi pinansin.
Ni Coach Yong.
Okay na yan.
Sabi lang niya, focus
Okay na
yan.
Lamang naman tayo eh.
13 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Game clock. Orange play. Blitz. Gives it up to Brian Lakap. 7 seconds. Brian with a fake. Too deep for Brian Lakap. Still a little time. Mike. To Cassius. That could count. Cassius. It's just going to be a little too long for Cassius Small Martin.
A pretty good run in so far in 2 quarters. No, if you're Sarangani, you're down only 13. Pero kung ikaw naman ang Abra, I'm sure, third quarter, they're gonna tighten the screws up.
Higher scoring second quarter. 21 in the first for Abra. 26 in the second for them to get this 13-point lead entering halftime.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang.
Here we go again, mga kaliga. Ang ating Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. At dahil nga may nanalo kamakailan, our prize pot will reset to 100,000 pesos. At every game day na walang makaka-complete ng challenge, madadagdagan ng 50,000 pesos ang ating prize hanggang sa umabot ulit ito ng 1 million pesos. And for today, our prize pot is 250,000 pesos. Ito na ang ating challenger si Jmar Marquez mula Santa Cruz, Manila. Are you ready? You will be given 45 seconds to complete a layup, a free throw, 3-point shot, half-court shot. At kapag na-shoot mo lahat ng yan, in 45 seconds, you will win 250,000 pesos from the official sports book of the MPBL Sports Plus. On your mark, 3, 2, 1, go! Napakaliksi nitong ni Jmar. Shoot kagad, unang attempt. Sa free throw naman, tingnan natin. Come on, Jmar Marquez. Take your best shot. 250K yan ha, Jmar. Baka nakakaligtaan mo. Mula sa Sports Plus. Come on. 21 seconds. Yaka pa yan, Jmar. Yun. Konting bilis. Sa 3-point naman, 8 seconds. Kaya pa yan. 5, 4. Yang sa. Good effort pa rin para kay Jmar Marquez. you will be going home with the Sports Plus merch. Once again, thank you for joining. At sa ating mga kaliga, check out the Sports Plus FB page to find out how you can join. At baka ikaw na ang susunod na winner ng Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge.
Sumasaya kapag may lamay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat lamay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanigang pangbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalitin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang tiga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang tiga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayan di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball. Sumasaya kapag may lamay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas,
Long with Sports Plus.
Halftime here at the San Andres Sports Complex in the city of Manila. We bring our second game, the Abra Solid North Weavers going up against Sarangani. Right now, it's a 13-point lead para dito sa Abra. And Coach Mike, the numbers right here. Why is Abra having this 13-point lead?
Well, only because they've been shooting very efficiently. And a lot of that initially nanggaling sa sa paint. Pero pagdating ng second quarter, dumami na rin yung makes nila pagdating sa tres. Nagkaroon sila ng I think 4 na 3-point makes out of the 14 attempts so far at the half. But really it's because of the defense. 8 turnovers. Sarangani got forced ng Sarangani, which 11 points ang nakuha nitong Abra in that department, and a lot of those have really come from points inside the paint. And even in the fast breaks, there was very little transition defense that we've seen from Sarangani every time Abra runs, and so that's a 13-0 advantage for the Weavers.
Here, the leading scorers, Wilkin Lee and Mike Ayonayon, the top two leading scorers, Jake Figueroa and Drex de los Reyes, 6 apiece as well para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers. Mike Ayonayon playing that terrific second quarter with Kindy as well, getting 2 triples. The ball game alongside 1 free throw. Brian Lakap on the other end with 3 3-point shots, already with 9 points. Lars Sunga also with 2 3-pointers. So it's the 3-point game that is slightly keeping Sarangani alive. They had 8 plus 4 para sa Sarangani here in the ball game.
Oh, yung 4 na yun, really most in the first quarter, no? At nagkabawian lang kasi latter part of the second, medyo nagkaroon ng exchanges ng threes. Oh wow, Drex de los Reyes underneath.
Using all hype and all might. Itong si Drex de los Reyes to get the first field goal of the second half. King Destacamento trying to step in, blocked by Drex de los Reyes. Cassius gives it up to Uduba, high-low, Drex, back-to-back for Drex de los Reyes.
That really is just taking advantage positionally para sa Abra Weavers. Parang, if you remember from the years back that you've been covering the games in the MPBL, when you see King Destacamento, he's big. But right now,
yes,
next to Drex de los Reyes, that size doesn't seem to be there, yung advantage, you know?
King Destacamento is about 6'5", 6'6". Lengthy, here he is, getting the pick and roll. But if you're going up against a hefty 6'8", Drex de los Reyes, may hirapan talaga.
My God.
Pabalik sila dito kay Drex de los Reyes.
And they will continue to spam that or keep going at it. That positional advantage. Huwag na nating pahirapan. Alam nating lamang tayo sa posisyon sa ilalim, and 4 quick possessions already, 3 to 4 quick possessions, everything going through Drex de los Reyes against King Destacamento.
And there are an exchange of words between Drex and King Destacamento. So medyo nagkaka-git-gitan na rin dito sa ilalim.
But on the other side, you saw kanina yung naka-layup si King Destacamento, di ba? On a downhill. That is that part. See this strong putback. No, John Uduba. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be point number 8 and rebound number 9 for John Uduba.
Everything's just been exclusive inside the paint. Sean tried it. Nope. John Uduba says, I'll take care of it.
John Uduba, already a champion here in the MPBL, one of the holdovers coming from last year's team, continues to provide experience and size para sa Abra Solid North Weavers. 3-point play successful para dito kay John Uduba.
And I've always said this, yung performance ni John Uduba dun sa National Finals against the Quezon Huskers, he was kind of the X-factor,
Yes,
you know?
that's right.
Yung mga pick and roll, short roll niya with Jason, those were big moments for them in that run.
Layup strong for Lela Distacio. Cassius. Gonna go to the low post. Sean asks for the screen. Sean uses the screen. Sean, ball is tapped. It's gonna be 2 free throws. But it is gonna be a foul on Sarangani.
Yeah. Sean used that screen. Instead of going middle, went to that lane, that inner third of the floor, and went to his footwork, and he still found a way to get to the middle of the lane where he got fouled.
Sean gets the first free throw. Sean in the season is averaging 8 points a ball game, close to 7 rebounds, and an assist a ball game. Playing for the National University of Sean Aldefonso, and also played for Ateneo. Their juniors division team, coach.
Yeah.
Isipin mo yung team nila. Sean Aldefonso, David Defonso, Kai Soto,
Yeah, yeah.
and Gio Chu.
Yeah.
How strong is that? I think even SJ Belangel, Drex de los Reyes, high up top, gives us that jam. The lead is now up to 21. Para dito sa Abra, solid North Weavers.
What an effort by Drex de los Reyes. Incoming, one more. Who's gonna stop that guy? That's been the question by far in this quarter.
This feels like one of the times when I was playing 2K, you know, and then I have Yao Ming or Sean Bradley, and then I just spam the inside dahil walang nakaka-stop. That feels exactly like this moment because Kong JB there on your screens. They have just been giving it inside the whole third quarter.
Yeah.
They have the outside game. They have a lot of shooters on the court. Pero yun yung play nila, coach, this
Oo.
quarter.
I think kahit naman siguro ikaw, you see an advantage, no? You gotta go at it. But then again, on the defensive end of the floors, you see that drive right there by Alex De Soyo. That is one part of the game of Drex that I think he's also working on the defensive downhill.
Well, this was the jam earlier. It was Sean Aldefonso giving up that assist to this jam by Drex de los Reyes. This fast rating of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
I don't recall of any season yet, at least for the years that I've been here, na ganito karami yung dunk na nakikita natin
That's
during
right.
the season.
That's right.
Ang dami.
At least there's one per day.
Yeah.
Tama ba?
Dati parang once every what?
3
2
to
months,
4
3 months.
games.
No? Parang ganun katagal
Once a week, marami na yun.
Oo, marami na yung once a week.
Well, dati naman, si Justin Baltazar would give us a lot.
yeah, si Justin. Oh. But from other teams, medyo manaka-nakan. Well, Poy Aktub did his thing.
Boy Aktob, yeah. But he does it all in one game.
Yeah, in all in one game, right. Ilan ba yun? 10 dunks ba yun?
Ito ata.
Oh,
ito.
yeah, ganun. Sila Coach Louie nagko-cover
Yes,
dun eh.
Mix Gomez as well.
That's right.
They miss you guys here in the broadcast panel. Ball is tapped. They're putting a switch. They're putting a shorter but stronger guy, Danny Marilao.
So that if he gets past him, dun darating yung help. Dun na magpipeel off. Because if you put another big man on him, his footwork is going to be quicker.
Zone is played by Sarangani this time around. Cassius goes corner. Sean, straight line but long. John Duba continues to put in the work.
I saw this John Oduba back when he was playing for the Olivares College Sea Lions of Coach Mike Sagigit. And by the way, he's watching right now. Coach Mike, happy viewing to you.
Happy viewing, Coach Mike.
And si John Oduba has not changed at all in how he moves laterally side to side. He just got stronger, mas lalong sumipag. And I feel yung perimeter shooting niya, yun ang malaking bagay. Because the early years that I saw him, medyo manipis pa yan eh. Alam ko kasama niya sila J-Boy Solis, sila Benny Bigaso. And talk about just leveling up your game when you speak of John Oduba.
Now a proven champion in the MPBL. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Mike goes corner to Jake. Couldn't find a friend. Gives it up to Sean. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jake,
Nice pass.
NU connection is successful. Figueroa to Ildefonso.
But there are two things you see in tape right there. Breaking off with a smile, and rightfully so. Dalawang bagay nakita mo dun. Ganda nung pasa.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Ganda nung drop. Pero yung bitin sa area, yung bumunguna. Pero it still didn't matter. He was, bumping against Danny Marilao na malakas rin yung katawan.
All upper body strength. Para kay Sean, lahat ng bench press niya ay talagang napagana doon sa huling play na yun.
Doon na binitbit. Walang spatter.
Forces the timeout for Coach John Calios and Sarangani. They are down by 23 here in the third quarter.
Kapag may damay nagkakalisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basket.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Tom Emmer, Sir Saldi, and of course, save the best for last, the birthday boy, Rudy Distrito. Happy birthday, Sir Rudy. It was yesterday, May 17, that we celebrated the birthday of the Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker, Rudy Distrito.
Boss Roods, I love that pink shirt. I love it.
Alam mo, never pumunta yan sa venue, si Boss Roots, na hindi maganda yung forma.
Oo nga.
Tatapatan lang sila ni Boss Emer
Boss
lagi
Emer, oo.
sa formahan. And see that fadeaway by Brian Lacap.
Parang palaging fit check no?
Yes. Tsaka yung mga J's niya ni Boss Rudy. Nako po, hindi nyo lang nakikita sa screen.
Oo.
Pero yung mga sapatos ni Boss Roots, laging on point. Balik tayo sa action. 4 minutes and 55 remaining. Jake on the step back. Too easy for Jake Figueroa.
Ito si Jake and Sean have that upper body strength na kahit na perimeter jumper, sabayan mo, it doesn't matter. They're still going to be able to, go down with that good, shot follow through.
Manny paid the digital wallet built for the community. Shadi off the middle, getting that jumper. 7:46. 4 minutes and 20 remaining.
Double corner field.
This is the load on the corner.
Yeah.
High low, Batino cannot get that floater. Rebounded by Sarangani. Rangel drives and Shadi gets the basket and one back-to-back baskets for Shadi Rangel.
And again, that's what I think the third or the fourth time this quarter that downhill defense got attacked by Drex De Los Reyes. Yun talaga magiging next level nito ni Drex. He's still young and you've got good coaches in the Abra Weavers to help him out.
10 points for Shadi Rangel, but this time around it's turnover first to our court side. Laira Punsalan.
Pure heart check for Sarangani's huddle. Coach John said, binibigyan na kayo ng chance isa-isang tumira pero finifail nyo. Deeper than X and O's, he also added, I'm not doubting you guys, so bakit kayo nagdududa sa sarili ninyo? He demanded hunger, confidence, and real fight because heads-led basketball won't take them anywhere, and he even reminded them of their simple team lunch at his house yesterday. Prove that this group is family and families don't run from their problems. Di ko hinihiling na tambakan nyo, kailangan ko lang makita na lumaban kayo. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Lyra. Coach, against a team like Abra, where the depth is up to the 16th man.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in a team like Sarangani, who has the tools, but maybe not deep enough as Abra? What do you want to see in a team like this?
Well, definitely yung compete side. I think that's also the same message of Master JK, Alam naman natin malakas yung Abra Weavers, maaaring undersized tayo in certain spots, but definitely hindi pwedeng hindi tayo magko-compete. It's just like the way that you coach the young guys. Si Marvin Taiwan, right? I don't think he's ever played this season.
No, he's recovering from an injury.
Yeah.
So maybe latter part of the season, we don't know.
There's so many names on the Abra Weavers roster that we even forgot about Marvin Taiwan.
Yes, that's right. One guy, Coach, if ever that the timings push through, JD Kagulangan might even be part of the Abra Solid North Weavers. CJ Tan on the other end, getting his own rebound. Able to get the 2 is CJ Tan.
CJ Tan, giving us a really good show today against the Abra Weavers.
Third quarter scoring, lamang ang Abra ng 4 points, 20-16. In the ball game, they still have a comfortable 19-point lead. Serrano is short on the 3. Put back by Drex Reyes.
Ba talaga pag nando si Drex sa ilalim? Hindi mo basta mausog eh.
More minutes for Drex Reyes here in the ball game. CJ Tan will get the foul off of Edge Serrano.
I like how CJ Tan's playing today. 9 minutes of action, 2 of 4 from the field. That's pretty solid numbers from this young man.
A little bit more aggressive on his side, especially without a few names. No Ivan Ludovice. Andre Doremdes will be out for the next 2 to 3 months with that fracture on the hand.
Oh, he would have been really nice to be in this game, si Andre Doremdes.
Shout out to you, Dre. I'm sure Andre is watching right now. Namimiss na namin yung mga bati mo.
Oh, shout out Dre.
That will soon as well.
Yeah, heal quick.
Matino, short on the jumper. Rebounded by Chadi. Numbers not on the side of Sarangani. Quick recovery coming from Abra. Carl Ga gets his first minutes of the ball game. Brian stops, pops, and short for Brian Lakap.
Medyo minamadali rin niya yung downhill niya kasi alam niya sa likod may depensa, hindi bumibitaw yung depensa ng Abra Weavers.
Last 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Same play, same result. Coach, if my numbers are right, that's already 10 points this quarter, all from the same play.
Yeah.
Para dito kay Drexel Reyes.
Yeah, because I think he had 6 at the half. Now he's got 16. At saka marunong pumuesto, no? Sa ilalim. He knows what angle to take and where to direct the entry pass, especially on a high-low.
On the other end, Carl Ga gets the answer. 73-54. They go back on the low post. The ball is tapped by Danny Marilao.
Actually, even that spot, medyo threat pa rin si Drex de los Reyes because soon as he swings that ball over to the weak side, he can simply just run the middle, put that defender behind him, and he will again be in a good position for a middle ball steal.
Drex in the ball game, 17 points and 7 rebounds. Leading scorer para sa Abra Solid North Weavers. Gets 2 for 2 is Drex de los Reyes. And there seems to be a Drex fans club from behind their bench.
Alam ko na kung bakit. Kasi malapit ang Mapua dito. Baka yung mga kaklase niya dati, di ba? Nagpuntahan.
Alam ko, taga Cavite itong si Drex, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think down south because some of the people I know down south in basketball, are pretty close with Drex.
I remember in the pandemic, medyo trending to si Drex eh. They found his videos playing in some of the leagues in Cavite. Nung bumabalik na yung basketball, parang mga half-court setups. Tapos may matangkad na bata bigla na I think it's about 6'5", 6'6" during this time, and that is where really he got discovered slowly but surely. Got the opportunities, eventually landed in NU, transferred over to Mapua, now with the Abra Solid North Weavers. So, layo rin ng pinagdaanan ng kwento nitong si Drex de los Reyes, but it's good that he is really maximizing on the opportunity.
Agree. And so ito naman si Encho Serrano, I think got hit on the face and he's quick to get up to take his free throws. As a matter of fact, si Chris Javier of Bataan.
Yes.
I think he's pretty close with Drex. Kasi siya ang nagsabi sa akin na yun nga, may mga kaibigan doon sa bandang South.
Yan, hometown nga ni Drex de los Reyes is in Bacoor, Cavite.
Yeah.
Born 2004, so he is only 22
Oh my.
years of age. 21 even. He's celebrating his 22nd birthday next month. Wow. So much growth. Literally and everything else para dito kay Drex de los Reyes.
I was 21, right around when Michael Jackson was still a thing. That's a long time ago.
Leland on the other end. The native coming from Sacramento, missing on the floater. Boys with Lee.
Now you see the maturity of Wilkin Lee, not forcing it, waiting for his teammates. Let's set this up half court.
Last shot time para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers. Encho one-on-one against Leland. He likes the matchup. Crossover, in and out, drive. Batino, far from the outside. Getting the three is Alfred Batino.
I was about to say that earlier na pwedeng possibility yung high-low pag wala titira si Patino. And he just proved me right.
You see here the denial on Drex de los Reyes.
Yeah.
They were also closing down on Mike Ayonayon.
Correct.
But Alfred Batino says, you give me the space, then I will give you the three. He gets this 26-point lead para sa Abra Solid North Weavers. But the man of the quarter, Coach Mike, Drex de los Reyes.
Without a tinge of doubt. He's exploited every matchup there is. He's run downhill, he's posted up, he got sealed up front. He was sealing back, securing high-low, and finishing with jams like this of that beautiful pass coming from Sean Ildefonso.
Drex de los Reyes leading the way for this 26-point lead.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Well, Drex de los Reyes still getting minutes here. He so far has close to 28 minutes played through 3 quarters, so which means he's only rested for about 2 minutes so far this game.
And that's very rare on the side of Abra, who usually they have this platoon substitution.
Yes.
That they use. So Drex will be given more minutes. Sunga on the other end, missing on 3.
Yan, dyan nila sila gusto ma-involve si Drex mga ganong two-man action where he goes out of the paint and then you have somebody roll downstairs.
Drex gets his 9th rebound of the ball game. Encho.
Well, that's clearly a foul.
Be a foul on CJ Tan.
Saka parang ngayon, with the way the game is being played, parang automatic na yun, no? Pag ikaw yung big man at nakita mo pababa yung mga drivers mo going inside the paint, that screen is almost automatic, no? Wala nang ibang ginagawa kundi talagang to seal it off.
That's really the modern day, off a drive, coach. Meron talagang haharang na. Even in my teams, I do use that Gortat screen, especially when we have speed advantages. Serrano gets the first free throw. 1 of 2. Ball goes back to Sarangani. (81 of 54), a 27-point lead. Oh! Confusion on the pass.
Sa gitna rin naman kasi pinasa. So it's you either go corner or wing on that baseline drive.
Coach, one of the best guys that I watch using that baseline drive and then looks for the option. Before was Jason Brickman.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah.
He does love that.
And none more memorable than that corner 3 by, I think, by Mike Ayon in game number 1. Halos ganun rin yun eh.
Yes. Si ano rin actually, si LJ Gonzalez. He also likes that drive on the corner and then looks for the best options.
Kasi ano rin si LJ eh, he can finish if, you know,
Yes.
he beats that defense.
And before he had Al Francis Tamsi always moving on the side.
Yeah. Don't you just, you know, love those kind of activity from guards like, you know, Jason and LJ. Good move right there by King Destacamento.
So 25-point lead in favor of the Abra Solid North Weavers. Encho stops, pops, drops for Encho Serrano. Coach, let's talk about Encho. Ang dami na natin pinag-uusapan. The addition of players, of course, the size of the players of Abra. But Encho Serrano continues to be one of their leaders and hindi na siya as forceful on his numbers.
Correct.
Because he knows that there's a lot of help, but he now brings this veteran demeanor.
Yeah.
That is so helpful to a young team like Abra.
Yeah, the only 3-time MPBL champ truly brings you to a different level of maturity, no? Kaya nakikita mo ngayon, siya tumaas yung involvement niya sa offensive end. And just as we say that, he takes a drive and kicks it out to Mike Ayon. His efficiencies have improved. You know, Wilkin Lee, again, another bucket right there. And he's gotten more to the line. And you combine all those three, hindi ko na alam kung ano pa masasabi mo being a scorer, si Encho Serrano. But meantime, this is a scorer in the works. The young and, you know, very confident Wilkin Lee.
Give that 11 points and 3 rebounds for Wilkin Lee. 12 points for Wilkin Lee, now trying to go for a steal.
Matter of fact, sa dami ng naging homegrown nitong Abra Weavers, Wilkin Lee arguably might be the most consistent.
Yes,
no?
Especially in the minutes for Wilkin Lee. Baldo, strong drive, couldn't get to go. The rebound goes to Mike. Baldo, second opportunity, short. Rebound with Brian Laka. Matakbo itong Sarangani. Kuha ni Batino. Ayon goes to Wilkin Lee. Alex Tisoyo, quick answer, just 5 seconds into the shot clock. Still 29-point lead. Homegrown Baldo. In and out. He likes this in out. You know, that left hand in out. Ang maganda sa in out niya, he can go attack the same side or he can go in out and then cross over.
Oh, yeah. Maaring yan yung mga go-to move ni Baldo. Tsaka ano rin to, malakas rin katawan nito si Baldo. I remember, I think that was that same game when I first saw Wilkin Lee. Alam ko nandun din siya. I was impressed with body strength. Oh no.
That could have been a slam for King Destacamento.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was planning that after all the attacks inside the paint against him by Drex. You surely want to let that energy out. Tuwa si Batino at si King Destacamento, nagngitian na lang. Kasi at one point, magkasama sila pre-season.
Oh yes, that's right, that's right. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Yutok. Pwede na kay Wilkin Lee.
Yeah, that guy Yutok's another thing too.
You know, I'm sure if Jay Yutok is playing for another team, he'll be providing a lot of good minutes as well. But he will be providing minutes right now for the Abra Solid North Weavers. 3 versus 2. Pass to Lars. Lars cannot finish, but he will be fouled. Parang fast break drills, you know, mga high
Oo,
school, 3
yeah.
versus 2 plus
Yeah.
1.
I love Alex Disoya, but I felt he could have held on to that ball a little bit more and pulled in a defender before giving it up. Because as soon as you're in the paint, you don't have anyone on you, then you are the point of attack. You gotta finish it.
Wilkin Lee will be substituted. 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists for your homegrown.
Yeah. Yan ang mga tinuturo sa mga bata ngayon eh. Kahit na yung si Andre, yung anak ni Tam Mabini, yung mga tinuturo.
Extreme. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme. Ang subok at kumpleto ng plastic brand.
Floppy. Love this set.
Whenever I watch a floppy, it's always reminds me of 2 guys, Reggie Miller and Rip Hamilton.
Oh my God.
Sorry if our ages are, sorry, Reggie Miller for Coach Mike, Rip Hamilton for Juanito. Fair enough, Coach.
I was
Fair enough.
I was thinking more of Damian Lillard.
Modern na pala, no?
Malayo na, galing Michael Jackson.
Oo nga, sabihin ko. Harold Alarcon pa nga yung sasabihin.
Huwag na natin isama si Direk Freddy kung makatanongin pa natin niya.
Baka lumabas si George Gervin.
Oh. Ayan.
Direk, sorry, Direk.
Direk, sorry.
Direk, sorry, Direk.
We love you.
Alam kong pinapanood ni Direk, ano na yan, ang pinapanood niya ni Direk, baka Rudy Distrito.
Pwede. Kasi ako napanood ko rin eh.
Happy birthday, Direk. Ay, sorry, happy birthday, Boss
Boss Rudy.
Tama, ginawa ko mang birthday ni Direk. 89-62 in favor of Abra. That 89-63. Maldo with the basketball. Maldo off the step back. Long, but rebounded. Jorel Gonzalez.
Isa pa yan. Shooter din yan. Ang dami nga dito sa Abra
Coach,
na homegrown.
I want to know, these guys are not known, these are homegrown.
Correct.
They didn't get the same opportunities like playing the UAP, NCAA, UCAL, or CESAFI, di ba? Hindi mga ganun liga nila. Pero, now that every day, these guys get to train with David Defonso, DJ Fenner, Drex De Los Reyes, how much can they really grow even? And maybe, let's say, in a year or 2, they decide to say, no, maybe I deserve a few more minutes. I can go to another team.
That's right.
Do you think they have that ability now that they're getting all of this experience in training?
Yeah, they should. I mean, the potential is definitely there. As always, you always tell your players, your potential can only get you somewhere. You really have to be able to perform it, no? And so, nandito kasama itong mga players na to, ng mga stars ng UAAP. Part of them played in the PBA, but what are you gonna do about it? How much of that are you actually going to perform in an actual game? That was a tough shot.
This 5 of Sarangani on the other end, trying to take advantage that the big names are not inside. That step through, tinamaan sa mukha itong si Brian Lacap, but still able to get that finish. One of the better players in today's ball game with 17 points and 6 rebounds is Carl Brian Lacap.
Yeah. I think he played for for Pasay, he is averaging 12.1 points per game, highly active on the offensive end as well. Very careful with the ball. About mga 5% lang of his total possessions that he's involved are the ones that he turns over.
And more important, really, the shooting of Carl Brian Lacap might be one of my favorite shooters in the league. Because of how stiff and how steady that left-hand three-pointer is for Carl Brian Lacap. And just speaking about it, this 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompleto ang appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Yung mga lefty na he really just lets it fly, not thinking about who's right in front, just understanding space.
Though he misses on the first free throw, comes Carl Brian Lacap. Already has 20 points in today's ball game alongside 6 rebounds. He's only averaging 12 a ball game, but well above his averages today. Second free throw para kay Lacap. It's too long. Jorel gets it down to Ascension on the post. 1-on-1. Well defended by Lacap. Tumatakbo. Ito ng Sarangani, and King finishes with the lay.
I'm sure he would have wanted to throw that down. Pero nagsettle na lang siya to be safe with those couple of points.
This time around, Asuncion will be fouled.
Number 24, Brian Lama, the second, 30 back.
Go back to this fast break by King de Sacramento. This fast break game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
One of the big men that can actually, run with you on the break. And the other one, of course, being Koy Alves. And yung matagal na partnership nila. Look at the numbers of, looking at the numbers of the season for the Abra Weavers. Just insane numbers. Highest field goal percentage, 68% against Imos. Most rebounds, 54. Most assists, 32. Just overall, no? Talagang makikita mo you're in for a very long night if you're gonna go up against them.
Right now, Sarangani is struggling as well. Two free throws for Lars Sunga.
A small ball right now for the Abra Weavers as Lars Sunga.
Last game, Lars Sunga actually played pretty good against Cebu, 11 points and 18 rebounds for Lars Sunga, but the free throw line, that is something where he really struggled in that game.
Right. Ang mahalaga pa dyan, and I'm glad that you pointed that out. There is such a stat that's called the free throw rate. It is really a comparison ng ilan ang tinira mo sa free throw versus ilan ang tinira mo sa field. And he is roughly about 86%, which is pretty high. It's almost parehong-pareho yung number of attempts niya from the field and from the free throw line. But it does not account for gaano kagaling ka tumira ng free throws, di ba? But at least you're getting there.
Well, of course, one of the stronger bodies para dito sa Sarangani. Do remember, he was averaging close to 15 points a ball game, but he's that three-pointer by Vince Pascual. He was a guy that really was averaging good in the preseason. Manny paid the digital wallet built for the community.
And Mix Pascual, arguably their best three-point shooter for Sarangani, but he very seldom gets touches. Only because he loves to play within the concept of the team. He's not ball hogging. He's not commanding for the ball. He just understands, if I have that space and they see me, I will take it.
Already 8 points in the ball game for Mix Pascual. 3 rebounds and 4 assists as well.
And Mix has started in all the 7 games that they played. He is one of the more efficient players of Sarangani. Almost just 2.7% of the possessions that he's in does that ball get turned over. And I don't think he's ever gone to the line this season.
Yeah, usually he does shoot a lot of three-pointers. Si Mix Pascual, of course. Emerson Noreta, you
Those
see,
kicks.
kita nyo naman.
Those kicks.
Siyempre, hindi. Tsaka one of the days lang yan. Sa 6 na araw natin sa MPBL, hindi mag-uulit si Boss Rudy.
Oo nga.
Diba? Hindi mag-uulit yan. Happy birthday again, Boss Rudes. Hindi na namin sasabihin kung ilang taon ka na.
Oo. Basta I love your pink shirt, Boss Rudes.
Yes.
In the meantime, the homegrowns really listening to Coach Yong Garcia, and they are getting their floor time. Considerable amount of floor time though para dito sa mga young guns na ito. And itong si Yutok, I think he played for Mindoro last season, if I recall correctly. And he was one of those guys that surprised us.
You know, for a team coach that has a lot of big names, Jay Yutok is averaging 8 points a ball game even.
I remember Marikina. He was from Marikina pala. Yeah. Is he? Yeah, Marikina, Yutok, right? Oh, tama. Thank you, Ton Mejia.
You know, coach, his hometown is not in Abra. He is from here, Sampaloc, Manila. So somewhere close. Itong si Jay Yutok.
Ooh. I thought that was going to go in.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. They go forward to Lars. That ball was not touched. The ball will go back to Abra. A minute and 50 remaining here in the ball game.
Let me check how many times the Abra Weavers have actually hit 100. 113 against Imus, 99 against Parañaque, 94 against Negros. So this is just the second time that they've hit 100.
A game I'm excited about, Coach. June 3. It's gonna be Abra versus Jensen. See a layup right there.
Oh my God! All right,
That is gonna be a good game. June 3. It's gonna be in 3 weeks. No, not even 2 weeks time. It's gonna be Jensen, who has not lost a ball game here in the season. They're 7-0. They're going up against Abra.
You know what? I think as early as now, they already have that marked in the calendar because that's a team that is firing on all cylinders, so to speak.
Well, the next game is not easy as well. Zamboanga was struggling but has changed coaches already.
Yeah.
We do know na unti-unti pa lang yung pag-build nitong Zamboanga will be challenged against Abra.
Correct.
In their next game, and then they'll be going up against Manila.
Yeah.
And then on June 3, they'll be going up against Jensen. How do you see that matchup, Coach? Jensen is playing terrific even without Kyle Tolentino right now.
I think yung perimeter defense is gonna be something that the Abra Weavers will really be strengthening on because those guys love to move the ball a lot, especially on the perimeter. They very rarely enter that ball down on the post.
Marvin Junicio.
It's perimeter guys, diba?
Marvin Junicio played terrific in this last game. Hesed Gabo as well. Mark Cruz.
Guess Mark
played
Cruz.
terrific. So
Antonio Sebio.
Think about that. Antonio Sebio matched up with either Tucker Molina or DJ Fenner. So, ganda ko.
Yeah.
Excited na ako mag-June 3 agad.
Parang parang may pagka-small ball ng konti, no? Now the big question is yung syempre darating sa point siya na because there are a lot of paint touches or what have you, there might be a lot of foul troubles, maybe midway entering the half. Now, how does that change in the second half? Will you be going a little bit slower, more deliberate, trying to milk the foul situations?
Sir Mike Acosta on your screens earlier on.
Yeah, Boss Mike. Always when we go to Abra, always the one taking care of the gym. And of course, yung mga guests nila na very special doon sa games.
I hope to see you guys very soon. Turnover. Oh, almost a putback jam from Trinidad. Sorry, from Asuncion.
Grabe yung dagdag.
Maldo is to shoot 4 seconds. Yutok decides to take the jumper and extend the lead. Jay Yutok.
Tumakbo sila Yutok Yutok, Asuncion, Baldo. Parang mga thoroughbreds no? Parang they want more more roads to run off to.
Jay Yutok 4 points in the ball game. Well-deserved win once again for your Abra Solid North Weavers. A 26-point outburst in this ball game. Sarangani challenged it on the offensive end, pero Coach Mike, you're just going up against Abra. It has to be more than just offense. Your defense has to be on point.
Agree. And definitely offensively, you're gonna have a lot to contend with. But Drex de los Reyes, one of the 5 players in double digits, 28 minutes of action, 18 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 6 from the line, close to a double-double. He had 9 rebounds, just really good overall contributions, including tatlong blocks and that one jam from Drex de los Reyes.
Every game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. 28 minutes for Drex de los Reyes, usually a guy that we're used to being staggered, but today just deserves a lot more minutes, controlling the inside, and the big man of Abra is our player of the game. Right now, he is with our courtside, Lyra Punsalan.
Drex, congratulations. Your presence inside is really helping Abra on both ends. 12 points in the third quarter alone. How do you balance physicality with discipline?
Ayun lang, sabi lang nila coach mas malaki ako sa kanila kaya isil ko lang yung isil kahit napapagod ako.
And kitang-kita nga, no, Abra's depth continues to shine. Anong masasabi nito sa preparation ninyo every game?
Ayun lang, simula nung natalo kami, mas naging gigil kami sa training kaya ayun, mas nakukuha namin yung panalo namin.
May mga gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan?
Siyempre, una-una kay God, nagpapasalamat ako yun sa family ko na nanonood and sa mga tropa ko. And siyempre sa mga boss namin, kila Boss JB, kila Ma'am Ching, and sa mga mayor.
Maraming salamat and congratulations, Drex de los Reyes of the Abra Solid North Weavers. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Second player of the game honors para kay Drex de los Reyes in their last 3 games. So congratulations Drex, congratulations Abra Solid North Weavers. Up next, we're not yet done. Pasig City will be going up against Imos here at the San Andres Sports Complex. We'll be back for more MPBL.
Bisaya sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo.